Hello, folks. Say, I've got a swell story I want to tell you today. Champ and I are ready for action.
Oh, I once knew a potato as sweet as it could be, and every time I took a bite, it rolled its eyes at me.
Hi, Patrick. Well, I see you're still on KP.
Yeah, one solid week of potatoes, nothing but potatoes. I'm glad this is my last day.
So am I. By the time you get through whacking away, I won't know whether to eat the things or play marbles with them.
Well, can I help it? This knife is so dull that it won't even cut close to the skin.
Yeah, and the way you're going, lunch won't be ready until around supper time.
All right, here. Take a stick of double mint gum. It'll hold you.
That's a good idea. You know, folks, that's a little dodge Pat uses to keep us out of his way until lunch or supper's ready. He gets us to chewing delicious, refreshing double mint chewing gum. And it's mighty satisfying. Tastes mighty good, too. And at the same time, still leaves you with a good, husky appetite for your meal. And speaking about double mint and meal times, here's something else to remember. That clean, refreshing double mint flavor tastes real good to top things off after you're through eating. And that smooth, pleasant chewing is a grand help for digestion, too. So take a tip from me and Pat and buy a couple of packages of delicious, refreshing double mint chewing gum to enjoy often, every day. Round meal time, or for that matter, anytime.
Healthful, refreshing, delicious double mint chewing gum.
About evening, when the sunlight's beginning to fail, I ride through the slumbering shadows along the Navajo trail. When it's night and crickets are calling and coyotes are making a wail, I dream by a smoldering fire along the Navajo trail. I love to lie and listen to the music when the wind is strumming a sagebrush guitar. When over yonder hill the moon is climbing, it always finds me wishing on a star. Well, what do you know? It's morning already. There's the dawning so silver and pale. It's time to climb into my saddle and ride the Navajo trail. Along the trail and ride the Navajo trail.
Reach. You're going to be mighty disappointed, mister. I only got a couple of bucks.
Stop your play acting. You know as well as I do this is no hold-up.
Then what in tarnation?
Shut up, killer. Get over there with that horse.
This rifle's been fired in the last few minutes. And an empty shell in the chamber.
Who needs more than one shot if a rabbit ain't but 50
That
yards?
rabbit shooting alibi wore out years ago.
Drat my hide. Just let me open my saddlebag and I'll show you.
I wouldn't believe it if I saw it. Now, who are you? Where are you from and what are you doing here?
My name's Pat Butram. I'm from up Laramie way and I'm looking for a job. I've got a letter.
I'll get it.
Gone, I never saw such a suspicious man in my life.
My boss was ambushed a few minutes ago, and the gunman headed this way, riding a brown horse, and he used a rifle. Tom Randall, Rockin' R Ranch, Longhorn County, Texas. Dear Tom, this will introduce Pat Butram, a top hand who has decided he'd rather punch cows in Texas and Wyoming. Put him to work and you won't be sorry. Your old friend, George Whitney. Well, I'm sorry, Butram. I'm Gene Autry, foreman of the Rockin' R.
Foreman? Well, I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Artery. Hey, then you're boss.
Yeah, let's get back there and see how much damage that gunslinger did.
Well, Gene, kinda looks as though Ward Claggett can cut another notch in his gun.
When I can prove Claggett's behind these killings, he'll cut a caper on the end of a rope. Jed, this is Pat Butram. You'll be riding for the Rockin' R for the time being.
I will? Well, thanks.
Well, Gene, kinda looks as though I was the next on Claggett's death list. I told him yesterday I'd see him in blazes before I signed up with his protective association. He gave me until noon tomorrow to change my mind.
It's funny he'd pick the day I was planning to come over for dinner.
Well, what makes you think this Claggett hombre is responsible?
Because no rancher who's joined his protective association's been hurt.
Well, I don't exactly savvy.
And that ain't all. When a rancher's murdered, Claggett buys up his property cheap. He's already bought 2 ranches. The third widow paid for protection.
Well, you any idea what Randall's widow will do?
Tom wasn't married. His only living relative is a niece in Fort Worth. I happen to know he left everything to her. Although he only saw her once. That's when she was a baby.
Well, her being a city gal, more than likely she won't be interested in holding on to the Rockin' R.
Well, I'll certainly do everything I can to try to get her to hold on to it. Especially till I can get the goods on Claggett and his gang. And then I'm going to see they're put where they belong.
Well, if you run into a snag with her, just call on me. I got away with the women. Gunshots!
Yeah, and unless I miss my guess, they're coming from the J-Bar Inn. You all right, Jed? Sense in asking to get ambushed.
Doggone it, I was hoping to even the score with that Jasper on the brown horse.
Don't worry, you'll get another chance to.
Thanks, boys, for showing up ahead of time.
Yeah, looks like Claggett's gunslingers was a mite early, too.
Funny thing about that. They knew you were coming here at noon.
Outside of we 3, no one knew about it. Except a few of the boys from the Rockin' R and Sheriff Manning. Couldn't have been him.
No, Jim Manning is as honest as they come.
Then it must have been one of the boys from the Rockin' R. But I'd have staked my life on their honesty, too.
Wonder which one it was.
Search me. But when I find out, I'll give him a thrash and he won't forget soon.
If you need any help, just call on me. I got away with my fists.
Spud Hicks. I thought I told you not to come up here till after dark.
Yeah, but
Folks could wise the fact that you're on my payroll, your usefulness to me stops. I wouldn't be surprised if your breathing stopped at the same time.
Nobody trailed me here. I had to come. I've got news. Autry got a wire from Deborah Randall, Tom's niece. She's coming into Longhorn tomorrow afternoon on the 4 o'clock stage. He's planning on meeting her.
Well, he's going to be meeting a mighty pretty girl.
Well, do you know her?
Never saw Deborah Randall in my life. But the young lady who'll arrive on tomorrow's stage is plenty attractive, and I know her real well.
I don't get it.
Hey, Nina.
Yes?
This is Spud Hicks, rides for the Rockin' R. Spud, I'd like you to meet Miss Nina Claggett, my sister. Just got in from El Paso this morning.
Howdy, ma'am.
Hello, Spud.
When you told me yesterday about Tom's niece inheriting the Rockin' R, I wired Nina to get here pronto. She's the young lady Autry will meet tomorrow.
Well, do you mean she's going to take the real Deborah Randall's place? Why?
Because I don't stand a chance of getting the Rockin' R any other way. Not with Autry in the picture.
Yeah, suppose he gets wise.
No, can he? He's never seen Deborah Randall before. Neither has anybody else around here. They'll accept Nina without question. And when she gets the inheritance, we'll take over and set pretty for the rest of our days with Randall's cash, cattle, and land.
Well, that's fine. Where are you going to work the switch in the gals, boss?
In 2 Rivers, while the stage is changing horses and drivers. The way I've got it set up, the boys can't miss. When the stage pulls in, they'll walk up to the driver.
I hope this trick works.
It will. If the real Deborah's anywhere near Nina's size and shape.
you take old Clem Doyle's advice, you'll eat at Poker Alice's. She dishes out the best grub in town.
I wonder if the gal in the veil is Deborah Randall.
It's gotta be. She's the only young female aboard. Come on. Hey, driver, are you carrying a passenger for Longhorn named of Deborah Randall?
Why, sure.
I'm Deborah Randall.
Oh, howdy, ma'am. I'm Monty Drake of the Rocking R. Mr. Autry sent me and Hank to meet you.
Mr. Autry? Oh, yes, Uncle Tom's foreman. But he wired me he'd meet me in Longhorn.
Well, he changed his mind. He figured you might like to finish your trip in the Surrey. It'll be easier riding, and we can get home quicker by taking shortcuts that the states can't navigate.
Oh, that's very thoughtful, Mr. Autry. My bags, please.
Oh, the Surrey's right down the street, miss. Hank will get your bags.
I've never seen the Rocking R. Is it a nice ranch?
Best in the valley.
I often planned to visit Uncle Tom, but somehow I never got around to it. Where are my bags?
This way.
I don't understand.
You will. Come on.
Let me go!
I wouldn't scream if I were you, man. This 6-gun might just go off.
You wouldn't dare to shoot. You'd bring out the whole town.
And we'd be gone with your body before anyone could figure out what it was all about. Now, come on.
Let me go! Hurry up, Monty. We've got to work fast. Who are you?
None of your business. Get inside.
Let me go! Let me go!
Her clothes ought to fit you all right, Nina.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Say, you even sound like her.
Oh, thanks. Well, I'd better be going. The half hour's almost up.
Good luck.
Well, I sure didn't expect to see you again, Miss Randall.
It's a woman's privilege to change your mind. I didn't expect to see you again, either.
The other driver's sick, and I'm taking the stage all the way into Longhorn.
What? What a long day's work that makes for you.
Yeah. Early. Step right out, ma'am. You too, miss. There you be.
I'm Deborah Randall, and I'm sure you must be Gene Autry.
That's right. This is Pat Butram, one of the boys from the Rockin' R.
How do you do, Mr. Butram?
Just fine, thank you, ma'am.
Sorry we weren't here when you pulled in. I guess my clock's slow.
Well, the stage was a little early.
Take over, Pat. Claggett. We used to ask you where he went. Who? As if you didn't know.
I'll go for the doctor.
Oh, that poor man.
There's a bench over here, miss. I'll get you a glass of water.
Oh.
Acts like he's trying to say something, Gene.
Quiet, maybe I can catch it.
Brown. Not blue. Brown.
What do you mean?
Brown, not blue. Doesn't make any sense.
That was stupid raising the veil.
I jumped back. Besides, he was so far gone he couldn't see. Thank you so much. I guess I'm not used to shootings.
Nobody ever gets used to violent deaths, ma'am.
Not even when he's responsible for it?
If you're suggesting that I had anything to do with this killing, you're loco. I've got an alibi.
I suppose you don't know anything about who spooked those horses either.
Cut the detective stuff. You've got nothing on me and you know it.
Just give me time, Claggett. I'll nail you.
Please, Mr. Autry, can't you continue this argument another time? I'm so tired and so upset. I'd like to go to the ranch.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Get some water. What are you trying to do? Drown him?
Well, no, I didn't mean... I just thought he...
Well, take it easy, Gene.
All right. What hit me?
A broken mirror. Somebody's gonna have 7 years bad luck.
Came mighty close to being permanent bad luck for me.
Any idea who it was?
Nobody I ever saw. Probably one of Claggett's men. I can't figure why Claggett's after my scalp, any more than I can figure out why Clem Doyle was killed.
It's too bad Clem died before he could do any more talking.
Yeah. Brown, not blue. Wonder what he meant by that.
Somebody's clothes, maybe.
Oh, I don't think so.
A horse?
Did you ever see a blue horse?
No. I saw a pink elephant once. It's down in Juarez. A pink elephant with purple eyes. Hey, maybe Clem was talking about somebody's eyes.
Eyes? That's it, Pat.
It is? I mean, it is. Of course it is. What am I saying? I ain't got the ghost of an idea what you're talking about.
Brown eyes, not blue.
Well, I get that, but whose?
Deborah Randall.
Gene, you better lay down. That whack on the head has got you delirious.
Oh, no, I'm far from it. Now, listen. The Deborah Randall we know has blue eyes, right?
Right.
Well, suppose she's not the real Deborah. Suppose somewhere, somehow, somebody substituted another girl for Tom's niece who had brown eyes.
That's an awful lot of supposing.
But it could happen.
Yeah, but where does Clem Doyle fit in?
Remember last night when the sheriff said the driver who was supposed to take the stage out of Two Rivers was sick, and Clem made the whole trip?
But I still don't get it.
Clem Doyle is the only person who could possibly say that Deborah Randall, who finished the trip, is the same girl who started it.
Then he must have been killed, because if he ever saw the phony Deborah...
He did see her, and she had blue eyes. Pat that girl down the hall in that room is an impostor.
Sure sounds that way. But how are you going to prove it?
I don't know, but by the time I get back, I'll have something figured out.
Back? Where are you going?
To see Sheriff Manning.
Good. I'll get my hat.
You're staying here. I'm assigning you the job of keeping an eye on Deborah Randall, or whatever her name is.
That ain't no job. That's a downright pleasure. Don't you ever send me on another job like that, Gene Autry, or I'll nail your hide to a barn door and...
What's the matter?
Look it. Oh! She conked me on the noggin with a vase. Well, it ain't no laughing matter.
I know you've got a way with women, even if it is the wrong one. Where is she now?
Locked in her room.
You shouldn't have done that.
I didn't.
Oh.
How'd you make out?
Better than you, apparently. The sheriff and I worked out a way to trick this Deborah into betraying herself if she's a fake. I'll need your help.
Oh, no, you don't. I ain't going near that female again.
You don't have to.
Golly to Ned, if I'd have known she's a fake, I wouldn't have took this bump on the head off of her.
Yeah, and that's not all the sheriff told me. He's got proof that Claggett engineered Doyle's murder.
Real honest-to-goodness proof?
Yeah, and he's rounding up a posse right now to go out after him. I told him we'd ride with him. We can tend to the gal later.
I'll be with you as soon as I check my gun.
What's up, Nana?
The jig. Autry's wise and so's the sheriff. We've got to go warn my brother.
She's a fake, all right. He called her Nana.
Yeah, Nina Claggett, Ward's sister. But that doesn't surprise me half as much as finding out Spud Hicks is one of his men. Now remember, don't trail me too close.
How am I going to trail you at all? Time I join up with the sheriff, you'll be long gone. And if you should ride over some rocky ground where Champ don't leave no hoof prints...
I've already figured that out. See this sack of flour?
Yeah.
I want you holding it like that. As I ride along, it'll dribble out.
I get it.
All right, now get moving.
I've got it. There it is, Sheriff. The flower trail goes right that way.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, please don't.
Get behind these rocks!
What's going on out there? Autry.
Myron!
I'll get the other one.
Hold it, Claggett.
Pull up! Wish I knew how Pat was making out.
Oh, don't worry, Gene. From what you told me, he's sure to be all right.
Gene! Hey, Gene!
Well, Pat, looks like you finally evened the score with that Jasper on the brown horse.
Yeah, I reckon I got away with outlaws. Hey, what's this? Gosh almighty, twins!
But you told me you shot that rabbit.
I didn't either. What I said was, who needs more than one shot if a rabbit ain't but 50 yards off? Reckon I do, 'cause I missed.
Well, what about that?
Well, a shot scared the rabbit, and she, took off and run smack into a tree, knocked herself cold, and I picked her up and figured she'd kind of make a nice pet, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah? That's what you think. Well, folks, we've sure been pleased to have you here. And you know, I'm always pleased when my friends like healthful, refreshing double mint chewing gum. Guess it's because I like it so much myself. Now, next week, Champ and I are planning big things, too. Hope you'll be here to enjoy them with us. Meantime, remember that chewing delicious, refreshing double mint chewing gum seems to make everything you're doing more enjoyable. So treat yourself to that grand double mint gum often, folks. You'll see what I mean. It tastes so good and it chews so smooth and easy. I know you like it. Delicious, refreshing, double mint chewing gum.
Be sure to see Gene Autry and Champion in their latest feature-length picture at your local theater.